Here's Mitchell to bother him. And now the Kings will bring it back. Give and go action. Haliburton to Davis. He lined it up and drills one.
Absolutely. They've just all been on the same page defensively. Kings team.
Tyrese, another steal. Fighting the big fella, Alex Len.
Burt called him thing one and thing two. Remember that, Dan?
Yes.
Long-time assistant, Indiana Pacers. From Oregon. Here's Holmes into the lane, laid it up and in.
Just saw a shot of our guy, Doug Christie. Doug's been working with Marvin Bagley a lot and Harrison Barnes as Richaun Holmes gets to his spot, the little push shot. And it's not only playing good teams, you're playing some of the best guards in the entire NBA.
All 3 free throws down and the game tied up. They run Haliburton off the line. And catch and shoot Harkless.
Walton called a shared brain. That's an interesting term. They're on the same frequency so often.
That's time.
Haliburton thought about it inside. Harkless got it. Backdoor pass to Payton. And Haliburton made a miss on the break. Mitchell with the layup. Got it. Curry around the world to Draymond. Lobbed it up for Payton, who wasn't ready for it. Sacramento in transition. Haliburton drops a dime. And Barnes cashes in.
Well, Harkless checks back in, kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell rips to Twine with a triple.
What a pivot. And a little bit strong. Great position inside, but a long rebound. You saw the inside position.
Good pass.
You got it.
Good pass. And that's what Holmes does extremely well.
Baseline to baseline.
Yes, he runs that floor. They actually play with a more traditional format, you know, in John Collins.
Right. It'll be Haliburton. Smart pass.
That's a great pass.
You got it. They're down 3 for 11 from beyond the arc. Len caught in the air. It'll be Harrison Barnes. Wrong guy to leave.
I was going to say, with the way that he's shooting that basketball, that is the wrong guy on the floor to leave.
He went under and beat Fox to the spot. Haliburton on the Euro. And it'll be a good reverse by Harrison Barnes. They're sharing the basketball. They're looking for each other.
Been really good. Haliburton, nice crossover. Dish to Harrison Barnes. Barnes taking it to the basket and scoring. This is second hoop of the game. When you want players to have emotion and passion on the floor, that's what a lot of what this game is about. Obviously, there's got to be the right element of control in that regard.
Well, man, early in the year, the Atlanta and Denver games will torpedo your stats.
Sure, absolutely. Which is why we have to the triple S warning again.
Yeah. I feel like I'm wearing a smock and holding the Petri dish.
Alexander Walker throws it away. Barnes with the steal. Fox with the push. Tyrese with the touch. Len with the bucket.
I believe those are the first points off of turnovers, though, for the Hornets.
HB corner 3. Harrison Barnes. Terrence Davis, the former Raptor, using the screen from Holmes. Nice little look away. Hey, Tyrese dropping dimes. Buddy, 3. Too strong. Tristan Thompson. Second chance opportunity. Tyrese leaves it. Tyrese to Thompson. Send it in, big fella.
And not only are they playing fast, but they're playing very efficient. They're knocking shots down, not allowing the Kings to set up that big lineup that they have. Wow, that was a terrific alley-oop.
And SGA able to respond. Already 3 threes for the Thunder, but they're having a hard time slowing down Richaun Holmes on the alley-oop. And De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes, but they're not the only ones. As Barnes camped out, and you can't leave him that wide open.
Pokusevski had walked with the basketball. That's why you always keep playing until you hear that. We always play to the whistle. Officials are the ones out there. It's a nice cut and play. Haliburton.
Cade for 3. Short. Metu ahead to Haliburton. Lobs it to the big man and throws it down.
But you know what, George? They better be careful because second quarter, Kings are the best in the league at 31 points a game. So
wow.
Look out.
Puts it on the floor, gets to the rim, swatted. On the break, it's Harrison Barnes.
opening press conference, as he brings it up court now, wore Cartier buffs, Katie. Cartier buffs to the opening press conference. Pistons fans notice because in and around 8 Mile and in Detroit, as Barnes slams it home.
Cade Cunningham's bounce picked off by Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton whips it deep and scoring underneath again.
Mitchell. Timberwolves again fail to get the defensive rebound. Healed again, another three. He's made his last 5 3-point attempts. Timberwolves have turned it over 17 times tonight. Matthews back door. Alley-oop dunk gets it back again to a 1-point game.
Turnover about 20 feet from the basket. That incites your fast break.
Buddy Hield in the lineup. Got into the mid-range, knocks it down. Powell.
60 seconds left in this one. Bogdanovich pulls it. And Damian Jones takes it. Back comes Chimezi.
Short on the front rim, but
Haliburton high for Holmes.
Tyrese says, this is how you do it. This is how you execute the alley-oop.
It's important that he keep that attitude, and that's never an issue. And a great pass by Haliburton on cue to Holmes, hooking up Holmes.
I think there's going to be some shifts in terms of rotations and lineups we're going to see, but you got to expect as Holmes gets the dunk.
Man,
nice
remix.
pass. Yeah.
Back to Len. Tyrese. Scoreless the other night against the Sixers, but he did that a lot. Finding other players. Had 9 assists the other night. 4 straight at home as Fox splits the double. Harkless misses the tip and another second chance opportunity and another dime from Tyrese to Mo. Let's see if he can get more minutes as this season wears on. The former #2 overall pick. How about that lob right there? Tyrese to Mo. Whew. Marvin Bagley, 5 boards off the bench tonight. Kings down by 3. Here's Damian Jones. Strong move, count it, and one. Flex on him, young fella.
And there's the result.
And how do we know that? He was right in front of us. Right in front of us. Buddy Hield, finally.
You had to mention Buddy Hield being scoreless. Jordan right in the hands, and he fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. So 3 key players are out right now for the Kings, but they're they'll reorganize. Crunch time. This has not been kind to Sacramento. They've been one of the worst, quote, clutch teams so far this year in the NBA.
Let's see what they run on the first set. Little dribble handoff to Haliburton out top. There's the 2-man game. That's what we've been missing, Katie.
That's exactly what we've been missing. Guess what? Carmelo Anthony very comfortable with the mid-range shot.
Haliburton from Holmes. High handoff. Holmes with a classy finish. Took a little hit, too, from Austin Reeves. Haliburton off the double drag screen. Float game up for Holmes. Let's call it an assist for his bestie. Misfires on the midi right there. Kings looking to push. Metu! Glad we met you. Oh!
During that 7-game winning streak, Jackson, the turnaround, no, Metu with a rebound. He has had his fingerprints everywhere here for Sacramento.
But Brian, you would ask yourself to see Rashawn Thomas able to get out and take advantage of a fast break opportunity.
Bledsoe. Nice defense by the Kings outlet to Davis. The flush timeout Clippers. 82-63, 6:43 to play here in the third quarter.
Despite being behind right now, but still a lot of time. We've seen stranger things happen in the NBA.
Holmes runs into Hartenstein and gets the bounce. 107-91.
Sacramento is 8-33 against the Clippers, okay? But 6 of those games they won them here in LA. For whatever reason that is.
Here in the first half, as Davis just missed the 3, decides to take it in with the big fella. Count it. One Davion Mitchell. Here comes Tyrese. He's had a big game. Oh, what a find. Tyrese set him up like a game of chess. Limping just a little bit. I don't know how Zubac was able to get that one in. TD, corner 3. Got it. Bang. Look at Terrence Davis. Have yourself a night.
Defense has not been the thing that has won this quarter.
Here's Tyrese on the deck, into the paint. Nice kick. Bagley, corner 3. Got it.
Got to step off of it. He rubbed off of his teammate really well, used his shoulder, and now look at this, more defense, early offense.
Tyrese, Davis, count it. And we got a timeout, Orlando.
You didn't see that. That was a nice reminder of where we're at now.
Spoon feed him, Tyrese. Spoon feed him. He just laid it out there for Alex Len to finish.
18 of the Kings' 35 rebounds have come from that second unit. Both Tristan Thompson, who throws it down right there, and Marvin Bagley each have 6, Kyle.
Haliburton. Beautiful pass. Marvin Haliburton in his second season out of Iowa State. Third in the Rookie of the Year award voting. And Len dunks to get the Kings emphatically on the board.
This is Trent.
Nice
Great
find.
kick out. Siakam 3, no good. Quick hit ahead to Metu, and all of a sudden Sacramento's reeled off 6 straight.
Brad Beal makes it a 2-point game. Here comes Tyrese downhill, going up high, and Len throwing it down hard.
You did everything right offensively on that last possession. You moved the ball. You were unselfish, but it pays off. I mean, if you continue to play that way, you're going to get looks like that with Metu going to the rim right there. And missing those 2 was a huge deficit for the Kings that night.
Here comes Harrison, 2 for 2. Yes, sir. Harrison Barnes on fire.
With multiple guys out, 6 guys that are in the regular rotation out. You're going to have a lot of guys that are not used to playing with each other, but Damian Jones, every time he steps on the floor, he seems to make an impact. Dylan Brooks on the way down. There's been a lot of talk from both sides tonight.
Buddy tracks it down, finding Tyrese, back to Buddy, 3-ball. Bang, cash money.
In a short distance,
yeah.
So that can be difficult. You know, they went from 9th place when they faced him in Memphis to 4th in the standings already.
Maine makes it an 18-point ball game, 7:20 left to go here in the 4th. Kyle Draper and Katie Christensen as the Kings run a play perfect there.
Entering now with an 8-0 run, Katie. That happened quickly.
Yeah, and you know that they have a lot of scoring options right there, but Damian Jones able to finish at the rim on a nice pass from Hallie.
Haliburton, cross-court, Harkless on the baseline. Waltz it to the cup, and 1. Give me some more.
Great job, and he had Doug Christie the entire time, urging him to stay down, move your feet.
Jones coming downhill, count it! Spin it, DJ, with the remix.
Catches and shoots threes. He's incredibly dangerous. That's a beautiful cut without the ball.
He's going to text you now.
I'm teasing him. Nobody tell Andre I said that. He's playing. He's not watching that.
To Metu, well thrown by Haliburton.
Coming up in January when they play in Milwaukee against the Bucks. And here he is up court. Quick look ahead. Finds Holmes for the layup. Oh, he thread the needle.
You don't mess with that. Well, look, we come back in the second half. I mean, there's no explanation for the struggles.
Got to stick to the routine as Metu gets an easy one underneath. Peeled off the screen. Thompson with the floater. Got his own rebound. And pulls it back out for Haliburton. Tyrese underneath Harkless. Got it to fall. Good basketball by the Kings there.
You weren't getting great shots and you weren't getting makes. They were running it down your throat. So defense, but that's how you start right out of the timeout. That's a great play by Doug Christie. But the point is that defensively, you have to make sure on a miss that you get back right away. They're sending multiple people. They're scrambling. And then, you know, you're going to give up some stuff like that. And it was a good defensive possession.
What a find from Tyrese.
Dort also out of province of Quebec, Canada. And Harrison Barnes knocks in the corner 3 to make it a 9-8 ball game. Davis fighting around that screen, forces the miss. A good sequence. Metu at the other end, leaks out for the fast break bucket.
Here comes the screen. Tyrese goes the other way, hangs in the paint. Back to Tyrese. Little look away, drive on the inside. Bagley, the left-handed layup is good.
He's getting some invaluable experience running this team while Luka Doncic has been out.
Oh, mobile home, send it in, young fella. Send it in. Jones calling for it as a mismatch. How about Damian Jones?
Lakers offensively 24th, defensively 14th. Not quite up to their standards, especially in their championship year. Jones all the way to lay it in around LeBron.
So the Nuggets at 32-17 got a good look. A corner three is on the way and good for Mo Harkless.
In and out.
But you see that dribble to the middle. It is available for him to go back to that until Alex Len takes it away.
And the Blazers lead by 12. 1:45 left second. Haliburton head up, attentive, nice pass. The no-look inside the lane for the junior.
He displayed patience.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Mitchell. Good defense by Mobley. Haliburton over to Metu. Got it! Middle of a 6-game road trip. This is also the second night of a back-to-back for them. They played down in San Francisco. Haliburton high, and the handoff good to Metu.
Maybe the best value on their entire roster.
Oh yeah, shooting about 40% from downtown. Inside, Bagley with a little get back at the other end.
Davion and Tyrese on that last offensive possession stayed on the ball way too long. More movement, get it around the rim.
Barnes got it. Timeout Lakers.
Terrence Davis, no. Tyrese gets it back. Chemezi. Rockets team, they're kind of relentless. They keep coming at you.
100%. It's consistency for them.
Get up, young fella. Yes, sir. Nehemias Keita. Thought about a mid-range. Instead, Barnes slow rolling his way. 5 on the clock for Tyrese. Looking for Bagley. Hammer time. Yes, sir.
In his spot, just didn't convert, but I still like the decision.
Haliburton gets inside and goes to Jones.
Yeah, that ball has energy and it has juice. And anytime you can apply some energy of your own, that ball seems to find you.
8 points was the advantage coming into the third quarter, now 6.
Thank you. Say it again, Zor. Say it loud and clear so people can hear you. They can't hear us. And if they can and they still miss, that's on them. Excellent execution. Out of bounds play.
Holmes setting the screen, rolling to the basket, coming the other way to Bagley, and he gets 2 down there. Meanwhile, out on the court, Haliburton loops it ahead, and nice play.
Quick 5-0 run.
12-11. And a jam for Rashawn Holmes.
Really good, a part of that big comeback, and it's good to see Syke getting buckets up as Haliburton throws it up to Holmes, who then throws it down for 2.
Harkless on him. 2-point shot from Randall, too strong. Haliburton the rebound. Throws it ahead. Harkless running the floor, gets inside and lays it up and in.
Yeah, lackadaisical D by Randall. That should not happen. Now,
Haliburton, just 1 of 5 so far. Hill, that's a lot of time for Hill.
Yeah, it's 2. He likes that left corner right in front of their bench. Knicks have been aggressive all evening with their defensive intensity.
Jones with the flush.
We saw a resounding rejection by Jones on Barrett.
And they went out and played him. Thompson, I think, had 39 points at halftime. Something like that, and they destroyed. Didn't quite work out. As off the turnover, Hill throws it down the other end.
Really the most consistent 3-point shooter on this Nets team, and he has just had some tremendous games. 9 games with 6 or more triples. And
good to see Louis King, yeah. Mills on the drive. The floater is short. Rebound, Damian Jones. Harkless with the lay-in. Laxton up to 17. His career high is 18, so he's almost there. We're just beginning the second quarter as Mo Harkless, he hit one from that same spot earlier, cash money.
Yes, you're going to struggle if you're not playing without one of your best players.
Tyrese with the dime, Rashawn with the finish.
With the double team, Holmes kicks it to the wing. Haliburton off the ball screen. Nice cut by Barnes. Got his man in the air and counted.
You know, kind of get them settled in this possession, make sure they get a score.
That floater a little bit short, gets it back. Wide open, Buddy tees it up and laces another one. Well, Davion Mitchell going to be coming for that title soon. Haliburton got into the paint. Great time drop to Holmes for the bucket.
Right now, because they've got kind of an interim GM, they've got a lot of front office and kind of higher up change with everything that's been going on there. As Mo Harkless knocks down another triple.
Got to go easy on number 15. Haliburton with a nice ball fake. Inside, great catch by Holmes. Count it and one. Got hit in the head, and Holmes is staying.
Just mishandled the pass there, and Damian wasn't able to collect it.
Around mid-two. Sky high, Chimezzi. Tyrese Haliburton directing traffic. Play a little get ball. They were looking for Metu on the lob. Oh! Got up in the air and finished through the hit. Looking against Ty Jerome. Harkless inside. Give me some Mo.
Guard out with right Achilles soreness, his 12th straight game, but it's going to be exciting to see Haliburton and Duarte. Oh, look at that pass!
Look at him outrunning. That was essentially the same thing. The only thing was it was read and react, but it was got another one. It was to make sure you pass and cut or set a screen.
Haliburton turns the corner, finds Duarte for three.
The thing you got with Haliburton is 6'5". He can throw that ball over the top.
As Minnesota won 100-98. Haliburton leaves it off for Batase.
Good reaction there by Goga. Pass by Haliburton. Came a little out of a little bit of a zone. What the Pacers were doing, they trapped it a little bit. What a pass! What a pass! He really is. 5 years ago, he'd have been a 4. But he is the prototypical 5 now with that size and quickness.
Oh, look at that pass. Smith with the dunk.
22 in the game for Ants. Jalen Smith runs the floor and gets paid off as a result.
Turnover about 20 feet from the basket. That incites your fast break.
Buddy Hield in the lineup. Got into the mid-range, knocks it down. Powell.
First thing he was talking about, though, in the postgame. Being the kind of player that he is.
Well, and that's becoming a nice job, is it? Taylor finishing.
Haliburton with 5 here to shoot. Ibaka looks it off. The challenge there. Nice conversion that time. Terry Taylor.
Last possession for the Pacers. You can take the coach out of the Celtics, but can you take the Celtics out of the coach? A little weave action.
Healed again, man.
Oh.
I think he might be wearing the same glasses.
Nice job, Haliburton.
That's it.
See, they're trying to drive him.
That's a loose ball picked up. Haliburton wide open. Brissett.
He knew right away he was there. I mean, when he picked the ball up, he knew he had someone out in front of him.
He loves the game of basketball. Jenny Busick helping Buddy get acclimated to Indiana.
And one of his former teammates in Sacramento that came over in the trade. His first appearance tonight, Tristan Thompson with the basket. That's blocked by Thompson.
Who's actually, Chris, he's been a real asset. Oh, there's nothing Avia could do but just watch his Brissett flush it.
Because of health and safety protocols, all the extra bodies. Hield, banks it in, got it from Haliburton.
I mean, you don't hardly ever miss those.
I thought about it last night. I said, I'm going to get that one better. I watched videotape.
You did your own videotape review. Good for you.
Bullets, now the Wizards, 6 years with that franchise. Played well over 400 games. Throw it down, Terry Taylor.
Technically, they're wrong. That ball has to get through the net. Great. Nice job keeping your head up. And that's what happens when you're 6'5".
He was 6 of his first 10 from 3. Haliburton loads it up. Washington needed that basket. 2-possession lead for the Pacers. What a find by Haliburton to Taylor. Shot clock at 8. Haliburton. Nice pass. Brissett finishes.
If you can get to the paint with that size, it causes problem.
Comes in averaging 23 points per game. Skip past Brogdon for three. Haliburton inside. Oh, what a pass!
What a strong finish by Smith off of that pass.
Haliburton leaves it off for Jackson. Count it and a foul.
It's a tough call. I mean, frankly, instead of a bad call, I have to be, in all fairness, it's just a tough call.
Lob it up, throw it down. Isaiah Jackson.
How about that?
Has seen the Pacers score 116.
Points.
Yeah. 94
Great
inside
pass.
Brissett.
Oh, what a big time pass.
Second 22 seconds because he rolled his ankle.
Haliburton cross court, and the jumper is good. That is a hot shooter right now. O'Shea Brissett.
And I think that twosome can be very special.
Haliburton cross court, Duarte at three. That's good out of the corner. This Indiana team is 6 of 10 from deep.
Especially after he ruined my 2 hours in Hawaii, trying to do me a favor. But he
Rebound to Isaiah Jackson. Haliburton. What a bounce inside to Jackson for the score.
Alert to get off that three-point line while that ball was loose.
Here's Neto. Slows it down. Neto has it blocked. Nice recovery by Isaiah Jackson. And now Jackson with the dunk.
They're isolating and they're featuring him in that mid-post, and the Pacers can't do anything with it because of the spacing. But Jalen Smith, improved three-point shooter after that trade from Phoenix. Kuzma, you saw the shot right there by KCP. I mean, it's going in bottoms. These guys are in a rhythm.
Washington to answer. He does. Haliburton, the bounce pass, and the dunk by O'Shea Brissett, his second big one of the game. You talked about this point guard position could be tested. This could be the importance of getting Sato back on the team.
Absolutely. Great point, JK.
Brogdon able to finish off the backdoor cut.
No chance he can keep him from getting to the rim.
Pacers down 12. Now Duarte from Haliburton. Perfect.
Is able to extend the ball out in front. What he hasn't been able to do is get the kind of contact you want.
Oh my, what a lob to Jackson.
Spurs out to a 6-0 run.
Our guys finding some holes early. Doug McDermott missed a layup to start off the ball game, but that point blank range is wide open. Oh, ooh.
Points a game. Underneath, no finish for Jones that time.
Not quite enough English on that one.
They go down low, and Jackson gets the dunk.
I didn't get it out the lob.
Buddy Hield. And now Haliburton swings it back. Duarte the corner three.
Everything's falling for the Pacers.
Rebound to Terry Taylor, the rookie out of Austin P. 15-7 as Haliburton gives. Taylor will fire and hit from the wing. Quick handoff, Haliburton. Down the pipe to a wide open Smith. Jalen Smith has 6. Brissett tried, denied. Pacers break to the other end and a jam for Washington.
Pacers offensively in the last month, they have been great. Defensively, it's been another story. Haliburton, no look pass, and Jackson jackhammers it down.
There's an adjustment. 2 years ago, he was playing against high school players.
Anderson with the layup. Haliburton, swing past Washington over the top of Tate. Great closeout, better shot.
You're right about that, Craig.
Justin Anderson, second time he's been with the Pacers this year. First start.
Go to work.
And in the corner. Hits the three. So both teams have gone to the bench. Greg Brown III, a rookie out of Texas, is in. He's guarding Brissett. Anderson for his second three. 12-2 is the Sacramento run out of the timeout when Indiana led 9-7. Terrific pass. And Anderson the rebound. Haliburton cutting is Taylor. Spins it off the glass.
There's that new math, too.
Posted his first double-double of the season last night, 16 and 10 assists. Skip pass for Brissett and a wide-open three. O'Shea, Brissett. Anderson works the baseline against Bain. On a pitch out, Haliburton. Nice dump off, and Anderson with a dunk.
Let's see if they're having the leftovers from last night.
They are having baked ziti and also having some chicken parm. Taylor underneath.
Like I said, leftovers from last night.
Our league down the stretch.
Here's Haliburton on the move to the cutting Brissett. Raptors by 1. Raptors are plus 19 bench points.
Yeah, 23 of them tonight.
Haliburton nearly loses it, and a slam dunk underneath by Jalen Smith.
TLC for another 3, missed it that time.
Good advance, great advance here by Haliburton.
Rebounded by the Pacers. Haliburton chases it down.
He needs help on the left side. Good no-look pass. It's Terry Taylor's running.
They'll just simply outscore you. But when they're not making shots, that's when their defense has been an issue. What a pass from Haliburton to Hield. Back cut, Haliburton.
Really good pass. Really good soft pass. Out there to Syke at the three-point line. Because he was able to avoid Natazi on that one.
Keeper Sykes in for the first time and got the roll. Davon Reed has started 5 times this year in the 42 games he has played for Denver. And a 3 in the corner by Sykes.
Jokic is got the lead over Embiid right now. And I would say that principally because they're both double-double guys, you know, Chris. The thing that makes it a little different to me is because of the assist.
The 4-time All-Star against Smith. Wild shot, rebounded by Taylor. Nice pass, Smith pounds it down.
Whoa, hello. He's not wasting any time, huh?
No, not at all. That's a sweet pass by Haliburton.
Able to get his body into it and get a free look. Good find, really good find. Matter of fact, that's a great find. Look away, make sure Goga can capture it.
Now inside a minute, Pacers look for their first lead. Washington Jr. 3, and Indiana has its first lead. From 3-point range in the first quarter, 3 of 11 in the second. A miss by Livers, and the Pacers have their first possession.
Good challenge by Jackson. Good read. I mean, that's what you can see about Haliburton.
Running, Jackson down the lane.
Good read by Haliburton. Because they're highly important. Generally at this time of the season, there's sometimes teams don't exactly play everybody who can, if you will, their star player. And when you get a team right at 8, they tend to be a little bit of a problem. No look, delivered on time, on target by Haliburton.
It's Brissett.
But I like this. It's already up the court.
Haliburton to Smith. His 3.
Yes, perfect. You'll mishandle it, but I like the energy that the Pacers continue to play with, Chris.
Jackson got it over Embiid.
What a nice assist from Haliburton. Too big.
Harris blocked by Smith.
By Smith.
Shot fake, reset, Washington Jr.
Classic. Have to know that, in fact, so when guys drive, they know that there's really no help underneath. Pass by Haliburton from one side to the corner.
As far as the severity, Curry says he shouldn't be facing off-season surgery and told me that the doctor said he can't hurt his ankle any worse than it is right now. So he just said he's trying to give the team what he's got.
Baseline drift by Buddy Hield, and he knocks down the 3. By Brooklyn this afternoon. Irving lost the handle. Indiana gets the turnover. Hield, and it's a 6-point game with 1:26 to go.